Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a special unboxing to share with you guys. This was actually sent to me by a really awesome person, somebody who recently won one of my live stream giveaways. He sent me a message and said, I have something I want to donate to the channel, and so I'm pretty excited. This was extremely generous, and I cannot wait to get into this box and share this with you guys. Thank you so much to the person who sent this in. We'll see what's inside. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's get in here. This is actually something that I have been meaning to add to my collection for a long time, and I was kind of just waiting to find the right thing. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure there's nothing else in here. Yeah. So this was sent by somebody named Rich. I couldn't believe, man. I was like, that is so unbelievably cool. This is something that we've covered before. This is something that I have talked about. Something that I gave a very positive review on this channel. And I think a lot of you are going to know what it is, but let's just go ahead and get it out. Oh God. Oh man. Yes. Oh man. So this was sent by Rich. Thank you, Rich. I am just beside myself with joy right now. I am so happy to finally get, look at that, all DLC S45 VN. These are made in the United States. This is the Spartan Harsey folder. I'm so pumped, dude. This is perfect. Periodically, I see this version pop up at various retailers. In fact, this is a knife that you can get in a bunch of different forms right now. I'll link it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's not cheap. This knife is made to the same, caliber as like Chris Reeve knives or Rick Hinderer knives. It's right there. In fact, it's almost a perfect combination of a Hinderer XM18 and something like a Chris Reeve Umnumzahn. But I've always really liked the look. It really, it kind of makes me think of Hinderer, kind of has that Hinderer feel to it. But it runs on washers, which is really cool. This is definitely one of the bigger, American heavy hitters that are out there, and I'm just a gigantic fan of how they do this knife. So, Rich, thank you so much for for donating this. That's so unbelievably cool of you. I can't properly express my gratitude. I'm happy that you won one of the giveaway items this last weekend on the live stream, but you have returned that to me like 10 times over. You have no idea. This is about as perfect as I could possibly hope for. As I was saying, this particular version of the knife pops up periodically on various retailers, and every time I see it, I'm like, man, I want to buy that right now, but I just bought this or that. I mean, how many of you, deal with that every single time you buy a knife, right? You see something, you're like, I would buy that, but I literally just bought something else. So just really excited. I think I will probably carry and use this knife. This might have actually been carried and used just a little bit already, which is fine. This just is the type of thing that's fun. It's big, right? It's a big knife, but it's a knife that's it's a bigger knife that is fun to carry. So I have some of my other favorite USA knives in this same caliber. I've got some other USA knives that are kind of in a higher price tier, but in similar price tiers, I have a couple of other USA big boys here that I really like, and this one it absolutely belongs amongst these. You can kind of see, actually, let's put the Hinderer XM18 above that. You can see what I mean here between the Chris Reeve Umnumzahn and the Hinderer XM18, and almost a little bit of the Les George VECP. Exactly why I feel like it's kind of a combination of these two knives here. Just supremely cool. I want to say that these Spartan Harsey models come in is it 500 or is it 450? I think it's something like 450 to 500, which isn't bad considering you're going to pay $625 for a full tie XM18. You got to buy a $425 XM18 and then buy a $200 scale. The full tie Demcos are at least $625 if you can ever find them. Les George always seems to have a pretty good price tag. Chris Reeve, again, same kind of deal. These guys, as far as the full titanium American heavy hitters, $450 is about what you're going to spend, and I think that that's money well spent. I really like the DLC on this. It's actually a lighter, almost a gray DLC, which is actually, it's actually super cool. And the contrast here with the, the satin hardware, look at that big filler tab there. That is just, I'm on cloud 9 right now, if you can't tell. I'm so happy to add this in. And be able to talk about it, amongst all of these other, not just carry and use it, but use it as an example in future videos when I'm talking about American pocket knives, because there's been so many times where I've wanted to say, like the Spartan Harsey, I don't have one here. In fact, I think I've actually said that multiple times in various uploads. Let's go ahead and measure it just for people who aren't aware of kind of, the size of this thing. So the overall length of the Spartan Harsey is about 8.75 inches. I had forgotten how big this thing was. It's almost bigger than that. It's almost 8.8 inches. The blade length is 4 inches? Really? Boy, I'd totally forgotten. Blade length is 4 inches. Cutting edge, just shy of 3.75. So about 3.65 or 3.7 inches of cutting edge. And then let's go ahead and weigh it. These guys do not have internal milling that I know of. Yeah, I was going to say, it's all just titanium on the inside, so they're pretty heavy. Very Rick Hinderer style standoffs there. I think we got some oil or something. I'm going to get a cleaning cloth, one of my 500 cleaning cloths. There we go. But very Rick Hinderer style, standoffs back here, which is great. I actually really like this look. The jimping, I think it's the jimping, the overall handle shape, and then the jimping on both the frame and the blade. Love the thumb studs. Big fan of how they do the larger barrel spacers. A lot easier to get at. No lock bar insert, but it doesn't need it. Let's go ahead and, we're going to weigh it. That's right. If I can locate the scale, which, I mean, you might be asking yourself, as much as he's looking for that scale, I mean, how does it get away from him so often? And the answer to that question is, I have absolutely no idea. Weight on the Spartan Harsey, 5.96 ounces compared to the full titanium Demco at 7.23 ounces. The full titanium XM18 at 6 ounces in this case. It's a milled scale. The Les George VECP V3 at 5.15 ounces. And the Chris Reeve Umnumzon at, is that the lightest weight? 4.94. I got the Strider out here too. What does the full tie Strider weigh? Less than the Demco, 6.6. Okay, so this guy's really kind of coming in. Oh, does it weigh 6 ounces now? No, yeah? Okay, it weighs 6 ounces. Alrighty. Very cool. Rich, amazing, amazing gift. I'm so happy. This, you will see this in all of my collection update videos moving forward on the channel, and expect to see it used as an example, or a talking point when we're talking about American knives, because this is definitely, if you're a big fan of like the smaller batch, American made stuff, like the upper end, not just Benchmade, Spyderco, ZT, stuff like that. We're talking about, the upper tiers of American production knives. You're a fan of that, this is definitely one to add to your collection. Really happy with it. You can check out my review. It's from quite a while ago, but just so happy with that. Thank you so much, Rich. That was an unbelievably kind thing to do. Really awesome. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.